Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday again, so you have to put up with me. Welcome back to the Pale Fort, Final Fantasy XIV, Shadowbringers. Turn up stuff. There we go. Evil music, yes, okay. When we last left off, well, let's see. We finished off Rocktika Greatwood. Found out that Hydaelyn and Zodiac are apparently Elder Primals. Yes, indeed. Went through the Katana ravel. Punched out another Light Warden. Learned that we're getting corrupted by the light from Y'shtola, since we're just absorbing it, not simply just dispersing it with our blessing of light. And then when we woke up, there was sounds of battle. But on the plus side, we got this kick-ass Buster Sword, so what do I know? Let's get this over with. Done, GG. When it rains. Judging by his countenance, the manager of the suite says he'll tidings for you. I expected that you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such commotion. An entire host of Sin Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's Argus. You may return to your quarters if you wish. As I thought you might feel that way. I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you are under no obligation, and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. Dexedra tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, proud with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. When it rains and it becomes sunny. Lovely. Alright, let's see what we got. A few townsfolk are about, despite none who appears to be in distress. Handling. Hey, you're townsfolk. Are you in distress? Oh, hi, Alize. I've only just returned from Ring, and to find the Crystarium moments from being beset by Sin Eaters. Where are they coming from? This should be possible. Restored their darkness. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment, I need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is prepared to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak, ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are numbers of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In that case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on the platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetherite Plaza. Yeah. Work. Blech. Okay. We have barriers to activate. Upper level. Have to use the stairs for once. Swing around here. I think. It's rather confusing. The layout isn't particularly informative sometimes. This looks about right. Okay. Let's go ahead and activate this machine of doom. Yes. Is it really that hard just to pull down on a lever? And again, how long has it been? Despite having very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. Yes. Now we have to go get the other one. Ah, but it's so far away. Run. Okay, another anchor. And a cutscene. Yeah, it's like the Shinryu wall.
Sin-Eater sighted! They're coming!
Wow, that's a musical shift. Seems stable enough.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
Yeah, but for how long?
That's good news for the Crystarium, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Ah. Alright. Let's do this. Looks like we're in for a tussle. Let's get to it. We are to join the Vanguard as soon as possible. If the numbers of the Eaters we just saw are any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. Let's get to it then. Certainly is coming down pouring. Let's get to it. Good way to start off a Monday with a little exercise. What lovely weather. Just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. In my case, Crystarian forces are engaging the Sin-Eaters at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. Let's get to it. Test out my shiny new Leaper. Triple Triad matches are not allowed in the current area. I would hope not, unless I'm starting the Triple Triad fight Sin Eaters. I was shouting. Come on.
Let's give it our all.
Let's... yeah. They need our help. Well, go help them then. I got this group. Bunny hop! Anybody else? Here's a Fall Alizé. He knows what's up. I got more than a little. Tons of damage. Feels good. Alright. What's your next, Alizé? Show me the way. You're just gonna stare at them or what? Come on. Come see this. They're moving to Radiska's round. Oh, shit. We should follow. But we cannot neglect those in need of aid. No shit, Alpino. Less talking, more fighting. Spin the wind. Ah, great. Oh, friend.
Leave the healing to me.
Don't have it any other way. Oh, no, you don't. Rabbit hop! Spin the wind. Over here, big guy. Come get a licking. It's bad here. I should have think what it's like elsewhere. A timely arrival, Indolent. I have my hands full here. I shall take care of the rest. For me. Just got around? Cool. Okay, 3 down. Oi! Over here, bugger. That's over here. Alright, me. Now it's just the big one. Up and it's fine. Come on. Hey, Leonte. He does. He swells. I'll need to find out what it tends to be next. Defend me. Do not request my incarnation. Brilliant. And the tank after all. Damn, you stole it! This will suffice. A most impressive trick indeed. As if you've none of your own, let's make for the imperative, shall we? Kicking ass and taking names, Ishtola. Someone hath made short work of these leaders. Hey, it's Tancred and Miniphilia. Italy. Be glad to know that the locals have been taking shelter. Nevertheless, we cannot allow the eaters to gain any ground. With me. Kick some ass! Bunny hop. That can't be good. God damn it all! We're too late. I'll follow the Eater, you press on to the imperative. I'm staying with you. Good luck, you two. You've lost too many already. You must hurry. These leaders are too organized. They cannot merely be acting on instinct. What do you got? It is as we feared. To be fair, they could have found out themselves. But our task is as it was. Turn the tide. Let's turn the tide then. The lives of the wounded are in our hands. No pressure. Alright. Time to pop a slog. Here comes more.
On your feet!
Their burgers today. Come on, come on, come on! Why not yet? Spin the wind! Oh, good. Big one. Come, you know, like it. I'll keep on kicking. No, sir. Oh, that ain't good. Where's the out now? Yeah, man. feel a swell eater. Gather around me, quickly! Half an hour user just ran off. He's supposed to be dead. And yet, more still come. Find me some time. Alphino, I need pizza. Gonna do the Blade of Lightning? Alright, to me. I'm the take.
My strength is yours.
May the 12 guide you.
The stars shall grant.
Let's give them a show.
Give it to him, Alizé!
With heart and steel.
Woo! Kicking ass. Now it's just mono. And we're done! Get him, Minipilia!
There are so many.
It's alright. This is an endurance battle. Lina! Not Rabbit, Captain! Hurry, Minipilia!
Lena!
Lena. Woo! Kicking ass.
Lena, hold on.
They turned on me.
Oh, that sucks. Hello. Ooh, Thankwood with the save. Kicking ass. Oof. Come on, man.
This one is mine.
Right in the tip. Good job. Oh, that isn't good. Oh man, Albert, this must suck. Can't do shit, man.
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
This is some all is quiet on the Western Front type shit.
Run! Run, damn you!
No good, Albert.
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now. God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work. No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back. Help! Help! No!
Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Kicking ass and looking good.
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
This is a good story, man. This is a good story. Now what? Oh, over here. What's up, Alze? It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyway. Word from on high. Alze is contemplating all that must yet be done in the wake of the battle. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know as I am. But if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lina is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Hey, the Earl. Wounded. Nannybot, activate! This one. You alright there, man? Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me. I beg you. How you holding up, man? Don't touch me. I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them, I know, but I... That's rough, buddy. Hi. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Ice cold. God damn. Oi, Captain. How you holding up?
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
I'm here to report. No, I'm fine. How are you feeling?
Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done.
Fair enough.
Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's what I do.
Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now,
Alright.
if you will excuse me.
I'll leave you too, Captain. Captain, your leg! I'm gonna get Alpha now, or what? Second thought, let's get early on, Jay.
I am fine.
Alright.
Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium!
Oh, great, it's him. Rubbing salt on the wound, are you?
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance.
You little shit.
The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and cedar might live in peace and harmony.
Oof.
Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity.
Yeah, that's a guard complex if I've ever seen one.
But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. But it's only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Can't wait to beat his fucking face in. Orders Lina. Small favors. Lina is gazing solemnly upward, and it is not difficult to guess what occupies her mind. Gothry's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give us his little speech. Allow me to apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Miniferia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Senator. I would not be surprised if he was in Spragrix still. Please, give them my thanks. Where are we going? Oh, back to Crystarium. Fire silver away then. Zoom. Zoom. Silver in there. Spagrix. Spagrix? Oh no. Let's turn up the volume a bit more. There we go. You're here for me. Sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine. Really. The eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minifelia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesimel. But just talk to her, will you? Sure. What the hell is that? Oh, downstairs. Cabinet of Curiosity is the closest one I can get. So those motherfucking lemons. Those are motherfucking lemons. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen a lemon tree in this game. This kind of caught me off guard. Hey, Miniphilia, what's up? Miniphilia appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention. Howdy-ho, neighbor! Oh, indolent. What are you doing here? Stuff. Ingrid. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lina, but I was careless. And now, it's my fault. Let's see. You can make up for it by being there for it. Then you'll be wanting to get those herbs for the healers. Let's go with that. Huh? What have I done? I promised I'd be right back, and yet here I am. I know that I need to be better. I'm only allowed to be part of this because I'm Miniphilia. I need to be more like her. I mean, to be fair, all she did was make connections and pray that I return to the waking sand, so you're doing more than her. All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. But you're right. I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesimel. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Do you mind collecting the other? I'd hate to delay any longer than I already have. I'm looking for something with soft leaves, and that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, we can bring them directly to Chesimel. Whosoever gets there first can explain to that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate it. That helped. Go, go, Miniphilia! Let's see, where's that herb? This plant has This plant has soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. Hey, there we go. Oh, there's another one over there. Soft leaf and strongly medicinal. Woo woo. Easy, easy, lemon squeezy. Alright, let's head back. I'm back. Oh, Miniphilia got here. How's it going? I asked someone to look like they knew what they were doing, and they pointed me towards the herb I was looking for right away. Hope you didn't have too much trouble with yours. How about you, Thancred? How you doing? I see you got roped into helping. Some things never change, eh? Too true. What's up? I'm alright, I think. My injuries have been tended to. Ah, Miniphilia told me that she'd be bringing the rest. Here you go. Elven dill. Blech. I don't like the taste of dill. Marvelous! With this, I can replenish our stores of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patient's faces make it plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose. Though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win. I promise you that. Good to hear. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you into yet another battlefield while you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spraggerics, whatever, in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. What lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? We do. Is there something you needed? I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see, he was on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was so beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. Don't know if what Varthry said is true. If our losses were just deserts, and we had doomed ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness. The Exarch, I don't think what they've done is wrong. And I don't think we're wrong to fight them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in. Please. We'll tell him you have my word. Take a drink of water, excuse me. How you feeling, Miniphilia? If I was strong, how many people would still be alive? You saved the captain of the guard, Miniphilia. That's heroic. You're doing good, kid. Yeah. Doing good. The best way out. Thancred seems keen to quit the infirmary. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphina. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. You should have passed along that message, eh? Alright, to the Ocular we go. And yeah, you have business with the Exarch, etc., etc. Heidi-ho, Exarch. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you. Though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Or that they had not needed saving to begin with. But the responsibility for that lies with me. Got a message for you. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done. Now, least of all. Though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief. And even should regret be my constant companion. I will follow the path I have chosen to attempt. As will I. Of that, I have no doubt. And if ever we should appear to falter, it will only be because we are fatigued after the battle well fought. I thank you for your kind words. Now, we have plans to make, do we not? Indeed we do.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal
Assault. Hey, Emmett, how you doing? I like that the reaction is like, oh, come on.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
Ooh, snarky as always.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
Vorthri's a Light
That
Warden?
these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I was gonna say, boasting after attacking and
I
killing
take it your
everybody.
meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
So that's what the fuck he was doing.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose. But it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Like the ones we saw earlier.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Arm-Orang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Arm-Orang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight.
I guess we're heading for this
Of
mine.
course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison.
Oh, so this is suddenly coming to a head.
To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia.
Yeah.
If we travel to Armoreng, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do! I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
Ah, Element. Always count on being callous.
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest.
Ooh, Emmet cutting deep.
Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armoreng we go.
I love to hate this dude.
I'll meet you at the gates.
He's got a point. It's better than any of the other leads we have. It's like no way to work around it. Like we don't know where the one in Calusia supposedly is. So we need to go on the next best thing, which is Menphilia's idea. The only problem is Emmet has a bad asshole way of going about it. If this is the course we have agreed on, I would not object, though I'm afraid it will be difficult for us to spare any guards to accompany you. I can but promise that you will be well looked after upon your return. Just see to it that you do return, alright? If I had only been able to locate Calusia's Light Warden, I might not have come to this. I can't imagine what Thancred must be feeling to behave this way. To say he's changed since coming here would be an understatement. May as well be a different person. He reminds me of... he reminds me of Father. He argued with us for months about our plan to go to Eorzea, but in the end he accepted our decision. I do hope he's doing well. I think that's the first time I've heard the twins talk about their father instead of grandfather. Menphilia demonstrated impressive resolve just now. Seems that she's understand that what must be done. Though I do wonder if she is truly prepared to make that choice. Should she falter, it will fall to Thancred to guide her. However much he wishes it were otherwise. I can speak English, I swear. Though Thancred hath long known whither this path doth lead, his journey hath brought him no closer to acceptance. Will you ever grow tired of shuffling your feet? If you have something to ask, ask. Tell me about Zodiac. As I told you before, Zodiac is the creation of my people. The first people. We summoned him, as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one. And like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There's no resisting such power. And so we Yassians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness, his darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it, and they would be fools. Though that is only to be expected given their innate inability to conceive of the nature of our universe. But I believe I'm repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really? I have no need for deception, and even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. No, fair enough. Sorry to be so insistent. No problem, Miniphilia, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Always willing to give you a chance, Miniphilia. It's your life, don't you forget. Where are ya? Okay, so you can just run back. Still raining, I see. Come, JJ. We're off to Amarang again. Waiting around for Miniphilia. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. Sure you want to do this? Completely sure. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger. Strong enough to face my destiny. I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. I already do. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a newborn ship coming in to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt, the same vessel that bore Varthri's forces to Raktika. Meaning, we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right, now Vatharang lies to the south of the reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. Oh, hey, hello. First is the eastern route, which would lead us to Motsuk. The other is the western route, which will require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Nuvili and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Nabath Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we need to cross the Severance from the point nearby the inn of Journey's Head. If the Ulmorans caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patrons, and we can be sure the activities would not meet with Vothri's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it will be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Amber to the west, I will draw the Ulmorans' attention elsewhere to an area to the east that I know to be uninhabitable. That way, you'll have a chance to reach Nabatharang unopposed and without risk of civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will it not? Will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will make for the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few ammo for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Miniphilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Woohoo! Miniphilia Adventures! With Thancred, but also Urianger. God, even this fake rain is making me sleepy. Ugh. Get 2 more at Amarang. 2 more in Calusia. Would that we had thy surety of purpose. We'll need to move quickly. The longer the others need to keep the Ulmorans busy, the more likely they are to be caught. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minphilia for me, would you? Will do. Activate Nanobot! Hey. We shall walk among us upon our return. Who shall walk among us upon our return, I wonder? Amarang lies just beyond the gate. We need only speak to the sanctuary. I'm ready. Let's go. Alright, I thought you guys would have something more interesting. Oh, so soon, Master Scotty? You barely had time to recover from battle. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you. Alright, give me that sweet-ass Amarang music. Yeah!
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garrick lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap, the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
Looks very foggy. Right. Sound though Mistress Alizé's logic was, I fear the road less traveled hath other perils in store for us. A village so near? How convenient. Indeed. This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel. I don't plan to take a moment of time I spend upon it for granted. Alright, new piece of armor. Titan bronze helmet. Yeah, sure. That works. Same thing. Free trade. Thancred is gazing with interest at the nearby village. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. Vroom vroom, motherfucker! Just gonna ignore those. Sorry, those motherfucking chickens. Huh. Oh, see ya. Just get a drink of water real quick. Right. Completely forgot what kind of voice I gave you. Oh, right, you were quite British, weren't you? You sell? No. No, you are no merchant. But then, why do I know your face? Oh, I remember. You spent Volbert gold. Such a corn voice, Cracky. You are already a legend among more traders. You're a traveling merchant, then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course. Anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to the Matharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Ah, yes! Great difficulty! The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding the Matharang. Only a steep cliff and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. Surely there must be some other way. Do you think of any other mode might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask. They tell. Tell for free, even. To friends of our best customer. Hell yeah. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer. Let's see what information your reputation buys us. Let's see indeed. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way, once. A gondola down from the cliff. but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left, and no one to use it. You may search for it, if you like, but I doubt its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. Hey, we have spare scraps of parchment? We're fucking rich. For North Moraine, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Reborns have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gongon's words. What do you think, Minifigure? I got it. I'll lead by asking how business is, then mention you, and then ask about the route. That should work, right? Very roundabout. But yes, that should work. Oh, hey. Cozy. Oh! That is a surprise. Not many bound from the Moraine these days. I do know a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It's locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have to have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. You take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before shuffling it unceremoniously back into your bag. The hell's your early entree? Oh, there you go. Perhaps we ought to inquire upon the matter of Unamoran forces in the region as well. Perhaps some buildings can be entered! I accidentally figured that out. Thanks, KO2. Is that a motherfucking lizard just standing around? Indolent. I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabatha Rang. The Unamoran presence, though, is another matter. Hello, KO2. Apparently, though the army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sightings of Amurans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alizé's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? Here you go. So these are our options. Well, what do you think? You could try the gondola, but we might die, eh? We might die, but... Curious how much cake do I need to eat to die? Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, right, the game. I kind of zoned out for a bit. We could try the gondola. Might die, but... Can we get an airship anywhere? Not from Varthry, obviously. Get aside, the trolley seems most feasible. Yeah, let's go with that. Because I'm eating nothing but cake for breakfast and lunch or dinner for the past few days. Careful, that killed people. Via seizure. It does seem to be the least risky of our options. I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zun Zun can offer some insight. Fair enough. Zoom Zoom. The trolley problem. Zun Zun is eyeing you with curiosity. Oh, valued customer. Were you the other mode of help? Kind of. Oof. Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs in about the ring, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a region you did not do so yourself when first we asked? Yes, gate, you see, it's impassable. Before there was a hulking thing made of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they said. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I don't know, but you could travel east to the Mountain Barren Mines. That is where the trolley continues to stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You have been of great help. Off to Mount Baron, then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Where the fuck are we going? I'll just pick a direction until I can no longer go there. Amber Iguana. Indeed. Fuck off. Mayhap the pall of light is root of this land's desolation. Or mayhap the fault lies with man in his insatiable greed. What a sight. Oh, pardon me, it's a bit daunting, isn't it? The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow it till we come to the mines. So we'll head over yonder. Aggroing everything. That's a motherfucking gnome. That's what they think a gnome looks like. Good God. How you doing, Miniphilia? This lever can't have been designed for a person to operate. Yeah, that's true. The fuck did Oriange get off to now? Okay. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zun Zun said. Fortunately, anybody who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zun Zun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Uriange's eye. You just there if you find anything. Alright. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear a trolley without issue. It's a conspicuous cup. The cup is slightly warm and There's a fair amount of tea, steeped over long. The color is any indication. Remains within. The cup slightly warm, and a fair amount of tea remains within, steeped over long. If the color is any indication. Yeah, okay. Fuck off, coyote! Yeah. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though, it is clearly old and appears to be well maintained. Interesting. Hey, Ryanje, what you got there? Ah, indolent, what hast thou discerned? Something. How's your Monday looking so far? My throat already hurts. Might call it a short stream. Need to warm it up through the week with vocal inflections and such. I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers of the switch tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This talus beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be solely the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of the talus fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggests a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of Telos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Telos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whomsoever is maintaining the cars and the rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Hello, and I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouse of the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. Kick the ass! This way. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! God, I'm pulling everyone today. Hello there. I summon Quake in attack mode. Wicked White! Where did you come from? Well, you see, when a man and a woman... No, never mind that. You have no business here. That I'm sure. Ah, what else do you want? What are you? What's that? Hey. How you guys doing over here? They elected to take up arms against us, though the outcome was plain from the first. I feel a bit bad for them. Ooh, dark music. Ambient music. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do you honestly look like we need to steal? What, some rusty bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. Why did he have to zoom in on Urianger? Leave the poor man alone. He just got used to not wearing a entirely enclosed robe. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Thief. I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady in noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love. I'm sorry, what? Journeyed by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto the world's end. On the journey, they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time itself. Moved by the fair lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. What? What is that guy on? I can only assume that you've been intentionally obtuse, but it isn't in the unlikely event that there's some serious conjecture. No. I suppose I am a bodyguard of some sort, but we have a rather larger concern than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. God damn it, Urianger! Do not feed into this lunacy! God's grant me strength. If I may, we're actually in search for the means by which to travel to the Matharang. We were hoping that the trolley might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off on the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley? You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Tarek and Tafe. At your service? Jackie, I'm the miner, and he does the repair work. But our true passion is the trolley. We're working with the other folks to get up. Working with a few other folks to get up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transportation these days, but there's no reason to consign a mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of its traveling track once again would make hearts sore. Mark my words. Dude looks like he has a picnic table as a scarf. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made? You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we can do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. Sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with the full knowledge of the trolley's operation. Suppose you could speak with him if you'd like, but we'll introduce you. Alright, let's get to it. I guess is that guy's high on trolley. Yeah, no shit. Very well. Options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever it is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. Looks like you'll be following us back to Twine, then. Thanks for the armor chest. Anyway, let's have a look. Ooh. Huh. That's different. I don't know what I was expecting, but after getting several suits of armor, I wasn't expecting a fur coat. Kind of matches my look. Anyway. To be honest, I'm impressed that you thought the trolley to begin with. So few seem these days. Too used to living without it, I suppose. Come to think of it, Urianger was fond of fairy tales. Dost thou seek the sorcerer's wisdom, young one? God damn it, Urianger! A different the quest for lost love. Perhaps it could have been me, had things been different. Oh my god, not you too, Miniphilia. I'm surrounded by idiots who have to share one brain cell at a time. Rust and Ruin, safe and is ready to guide you to Twine, where you might meet the mysterious Magnus. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though you haven't seen another fellow around, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. I kicked his ass. You think you might be alright? That's, well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case. You go on ahead, Faith. Alright. Looks like it'll just be you lot with me, then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. Yeah, no kidding. He's just completely infested with shit. How we go? Not even gonna try and pronounce that fucking word. Oh, you're just gonna be a dick today, aren't you? Now, fuck off. Damn, that's smarts. Do you have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. Pointed your over-eager companions in the right direction. They've gone on ahead. So we need to get moving. Normally we'd walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has as much shorter stride, that's a more perilous route than I'm comfortable suggesting. I wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers. But having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried about on that account. Okay. Wait a moment, I think I hear something. Ho ho ho, that is something, alright. Run! Just a cow, man. Beef. Hey, give me more ground beef. Ground beef. Give me top. Give me sirloin. Your steak. Chop chop, motherfucker! Now you were saying? Of course it's a fucking coyote. There's 20 ways to walk it off. We good? Alright, off we go. Man, I could fall asleep to this music. Might just do that. Fuck off, bird! Actually, no, come here. I want chicken wings. Give me your wings! Be thy blessed! Let's way fly up your flesh. Make a little gravy, some mashed potatoes, have a truly stuff. I should have had a bigger breakfast. Food, stuff, words, fucking hell. Sweet, more. It's poultry for dinner! Sometime. How you doing, man? Sorry about that, I'll admit. I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly intertwined, though, so we should make it without further incident. Should be the operative word. Grabbing is right, one moment. Loading. Loading, Will Robinson. Loading. Right. What do y'all think? Hard to find a place like this still occupied. It must have been come dangerously close to being consumed by the flood. A testament to man's resilience. That civilization may yet be found at the very edge of the world. The town is small, but everything in it seems so purposeful. It's amazing. Isn't it just? This is it. Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the tracks. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that is what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But, it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now, there's no trolley, not much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only residents that remain are destitute, the delusion, and those with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Fair enough. Wow, That's encouraging. But I don't see that we have much of a choice. Let's go meet the man. Okay. I guess it's that guy. He's high on trolley. Hell yeah. Well, this is Magnus. He's a boss of a fashion. Hello. Oh crap, he's drunk. Who are you supposed to be? I've seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you? Wicked White. If you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. He thinks this one is deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabatha Ring, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabatha Ring? Not anymore. Especially not for Freya's little girls. Give it up. Oh, we must reach Nabatha Ring. I must. Bah! So you have your heart set on it. World doesn't care. Place is a ruin. Nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. Thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity to drive us to Nabatha Ring. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, then tell us why. No, I'm sick of people asking me about that blasted thing. Leave me be. Well, speak outside. Oh, that was fruitful. For some miners, the thought of a stiff drink at the end of a shift is the only thing that keeps them going. Oh, fair enough. Quay, would you get off the table? Fucking rude-ass bird. I sense there's more than this to this belligerent drunk on his tail. Stubborn arse. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. He's right, but I can't. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Okay. On track. Miniphilia remains adrift in the turbulent sea of thought. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Then art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Oriange. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in the chains already. I will not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. The giant? Oh, there you are. You will be pleasant to know that I got a friend back with no trouble, and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up, is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? Stuff. I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him into action, while our interest has not. But I suppose that was foolish of me. I'm sorry that we couldn't have been of help, though. Could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you like. You could give it a stroke or two. It's very smooth wood. What the fuck? You mean to say you're not giving up, even knowing that Magnus is Magnus? I don't see much point in you are being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that is in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. Always the intern, never the leader. My jaw is locking up. This spot looks like it could use a bit of work. Can you raise the tools for me? Oh no, what the fuck are we getting into? You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant! Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. Can't have that. It'll need tightening. How about a wrench? Thank you. This one will do nicely. Now, give me one moment and... Yeah, I don't see any problem here, so let's continue along the track. God, compared to the other places we've been through, this is fucking boring. Oh well, at least there's an ether can around here. The fuck are you, dude? Set down the toolbox. The muscles of your arms enjoy profound relief. You open it once again. They're quite handy to have around, you know? As to the lamp here, those aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have been splintered. Whether it's the lamp is to be lit or not, we won't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who came along here to do maintenance. I'll need to set it down a bit. How about a rough file? Excuse me. Yes, a wood file. Perfect. Let's even this out. Yeah, sure, that sounds like sanding down. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. Haven't spotted any problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Nabath Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Nabath brought the Maestral engineers who specialized in Talos here to the hills, and once you note, the mining industry picked right back up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronzo and the newly come Maestral. Mastel, whatever. But that, like so much else, fell upon part in the wake of the flood. The Mastel left, taking the knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks of the Dahlia's stoneworks, took off for Ulmor. And now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed. There's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see. It falls to us to remove them when they do. Creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Sure. Right. Ah. Vulture nest. It's not vulture, but I do. And another one. Alright, so one more to go. Now we head back to that dude, I guess. Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a little bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the talus are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. Trolley's tracks rusted and its cars fell into disrepair. Now I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer. Perhaps he would never have left this place if it hadn't been for his son. As you are well aware, the Armor Ring is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. Didn't help in the end. The Sinitas got the boy. Isn't that always the way? Child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley run again. So in his memory, he returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars. And it was going well for a time. Wicked white vultures! Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Okay, bye. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the talus, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different. But, well, here we are. Pants. Or lack thereof. Yeah, okay. Down for maintenance, despite his better judgment. Jarek is considering throwing you a bone. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a talus we've been meaning to repair. I can show you it if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. Right. Looks like someone's already beat us here. But please, look about as much as you like. Thou art come to examine the talus. Yep. Truly, a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build talus stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here, before us, slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require naught but a few modest repairs and suffusion of ether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you, but, what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations. Though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me, as I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well, then? To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore Talos' life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth a creature of living stone. the Depotage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Maybe a tea break? I could take a tea break. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of ether in the talus, and thus would I ask you provide 3 stones of Depotage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Yeah, I think I'll make some tea. Hold up. Well, good news is I got my tea. Bad news is it's now too hot to drink, so I'm just gonna set it on my head until it cools. Streamer problems. What are you gonna do? No. Ice is for rich people. And people with freezers. I could use the cod. Milk and throat coat tea sounds a little gross. Oh, goodness. Depotage! Socle bleu! Au revoir! I wonder what a nice tastes like. In that outfit. Lots of such appetizing. It's only sweet enough as it is. Chai, on the other hand. Chai with milk is good. Kumquat. Doesn't help that I'm recovering from the cold. Frickin' stone. I shall call it Emma. Hey, Yanja, I got your bloody stone. Take it. Thancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the Depotage? Vey. A fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Minfilia's return. From end to end, the paths which ether may flow through the talos have been duly mended. They but require sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Strange, the core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth by blood through a man's veins, so that the core ether throughout the massive frame, failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome. Well, no, not exactly. We never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they did now, but... Jekyll? Yeah, this isn't really my story to share. Hey, Jekyll. If something is wrong, maybe we can help. We haven't surrounded. Still as milk money. Alright, alright. After you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Sweet. The truth hurts. Jericho may come to regret his next decision. Alright then, the talents, the hearts can't be made of just any stone. You need a special sort, with sufficient ethereal conductivity. God, that is a fucking mouthful. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of talus bodies are mined in the same place. The place, of course, being here, down below the hills of Amber. It was, let's see, 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you have to hear it from Taff or someone else. Okay, bye! Back to the tavern, then. A terrible tragedy befell him years ago, I wonder. Let's go have a look. I also can't decide on how to pronounce this guy's name. Just gonna refer to him as President Taff. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Trolleys are... What? Goddamn, Jarek. You couldn't have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. See how you made such quick progression in fixing the talus and all? He was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he might be right. Gather your friends, I'll tell you what you want to know. Alright.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was.
That was close.
When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more.
Fuck, that's hot. Yeah, absolutely not.
Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed.
That's rough, buddy.
We labored day and night to clear away the rubble. But it took us 2 months to find her.
Oof.
To find her body.
Well, that makes sense.
Magnus has never been the same since.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
The gold saucer. Spending away his hard-earned coin on Triple Triad. Or in a graveyard, sure. Dude is just chugging an entire thing of Merlot.
What? Oh, you again.
Hello.
How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Arain.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
I still don't like him being an ass for the sake of being an ass, but no one's perfect. Why must he always treat me like this? I wish there were more we could do for you, but I truly do. But after Agnes' accident, no one is allowed to near those mines. Full well do I know the pain of loss, and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Thafe, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would still seize it. I told you, all the veins were tapped dry years ago. Oh, I suppose if you really want to try, you may find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was an open well before the Talos became commonplace. This is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthjon. Or Guthjon. Tell him I sent you. Don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Indolent, I think it best Thancred join thee in this search. Though he will be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil, and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Sure. Alright, Dad Cred. What's up? Off to somewhere, are you? At last, a lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Weapon. Ooh, that's snazzy. I like the Blessed Blade more, but that would do in a pinch. Reminds me of the Dulamon swords. Or Dulahan, rather. Very nice. Beats the fuck out of the crystal one. A convenient distraction. Thancred is tired of waiting around. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Nuvi's leavings was to the south, was it? Let's get going. I see the blue quests, but like, there's something about Amarang that's draining me. I don't want to stay here longer than I have to. I don't even feel like getting flying here at the moment. I think I'll do it off stream. I mean, good music, but like, I don't know, the story's been compared to the rest of the zones, it's been kind of padded. Like, it has to invent random distractions to fill up these levels. It's not as clear-cut in our goal as Raktika or Ilmay. Doesn't have the luster of the newly minted Lakeland. It's all very take it or leave it. I think because this part of the story itself is quite plain. Yeah. Leaves something to the imagination. Well, like Soul Calibur style sword. Soul Calibur. There's a game I haven't played in years. It's RT. Still fucking hot. I think I just need to let my voice rest for a few minutes. That feels better. The way you described it, I was expecting this place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. Well, we should probably hear what Guthjon has to say before we celebrate, assuming we can find him, that is. They played the third, so my knowledge is limited. It's the third when they brought in, like, Darth Vader for the PlayStation and Link for the GameCube and then Yoda for the Xbox, or something like that. Can't remember. Because there was Soul Edge, and then Soul Calibur, and then Soul Calibur 2 was on the Dreamcast, so then it left that behind for number 3. I think that was 4 or 5. What's 3 about? Maybe 3 was the point. Oh, it's the one they had for PlayStation 2. Or, yeah. And they introduced the Scythe dude. That's right. Wow, 2006. That is old. It's nearly 20 years old. Is that this our man? Oh no, I've never talked to him. All I know is there's a spiky ball above his head and it says his name is Gachon. Sounds like I'm sneezing. Gachon! What are you? What are you doing here? I'm Thancred. We're selling Girl Scout cookies. Would you like Thin Mints? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But the site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is Lenonin. All the Talos in the Hills of Amber are proud using it. Or one, at least. Anyway, what's ever left, if anything, it's too far below to be safely evacuated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any moment, which is why much of the mine is closed off. Then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of Lenoin, whatever. That may have been overlooked. Suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you want? The other day I found a Volput gold piece down in the mines. Bloody Volput gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. It seems we have our work cut out for us, Indolent. Thankfully, I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. Oh, do you? Number 3 was good because of the custom player storyline. That's right. Oh, Soul Calibur 3 is the one I used to play in the arcade near where I used to live. It's one of the better games in that arcade. In fact, it's the only one I really remember besides Drum Mania. As I'm sure you've noticed, despite our best efforts of illuminating the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these sun drops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in and I handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps after the I'll retrace your step. I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. That's a fucking sentence. It needs a comma. If you feel the drop's effect while wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Yeah. Oi! Wake up, Jaw. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. If I was a betting man for how plain and obnoxious this has been thus far, I'm gonna say it's at the furthest end. Those are not gnomes. I don't think they've ever seen a gnome in their life. Megalobat. Megalobat. I could be dead wrong, though. As you search the shadows, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Volborg gold piece. Called it. I should start doing jaw exercises before I stream. Shouldn't take a weekend to utterly ruin my throat for this. Ugh. least the music is fucking slapping. I was hoping he dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Good news. Take this coin. Or maybe she is. Yours at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. I couldn't have done it without your sundrops. So you say, but you have a proven knack of success regardless of circumstance. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. Breaking the fourth wall. I only managed to survive the Corthian wilderness and the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of the few positive traits which endeared me to Luz Swa, I imagine. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition, every tool and trinket that has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think of it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me, I see my duties through. That's all that matters. Now let's hurry and see that returned to Guthshaw. The sooner we get back to Urionja and Mephilia, the better. You're back? Wait, does that mean? Here you go, buddy. 1 gold coin with your name on it. Just sign here. Well, I'll be damned. I actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal. But I don't think this means you'll find what you're after. Well, that's what you are. A dirty job. Luckily for you, Gathon is a man of his word. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Sure. It seems only more suspicious that you lead us out of the mine. That feels better. That should be drinkable. Oh, so much better. Yeah. I need to stop making scalding hot water when I make tea. Blech. Like warm it up and then steep it. I don't know what to put the tea now. Alright. Scary sound of light. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so still. But you're not here to hear. But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're utterly annoying. First, I have to ask you. You ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though. Very certain the locals call them knockers. 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 Really? That's what they're going with. God, that must have created a million jokes at launch. There you go, socks. Let's call them socks. Aye, that they do. Whether you want to call them those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices, down where we could never hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up Lemoyne for the mines. It's a rare occurrence, yes. That said, usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, the only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw out these rockworms? With boxes. Or the shack. Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bugs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their box. So we're mugging knockers. Okay. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can call it that, is used as a last resort, on account of what little they like to bring back. You want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do not find anything, bring it. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. Yeah, okay. We should split up for you to cover more ground as he suggests. You can cover these 3 areas of the map. I'll see that to the parts between them. Right. Pile of supplies. Holy shit, it's almost noon already. Oof. Swimming goes fast. Fuck off, gnome! Okay, smoke bomb, you're gonna come up and punch me. No, you're nice today. Okay. Oh, god damn it. No, your friend will come up and punch you. Your friend's a dick! Moving on. Spend the win. Oh, that feels great. Anyway, and use. The air in the mines grows thick with smoke. There, nearby, you hear the soft rumbling of stones. Yes. Oh, hey, one's right there. So we have to inspect the rubble and slay any knockers that appear to acquire glittering stones. 7? Oh, okay. That's 2. Guess that's 1. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight 21 knockers to get 7 pieces. Great. Really padding this out, aren't they? Fucking hell. way he's getting a decent amount of XP from this. Okay. 2 down, 5 to go. Feels like I've been transported to ARR again. What was the last one? Bye, Kwai. The one over there. Let's get to it. We're almost at 5. Almost done. There's no way I can make this interesting. Let's just get this done as quickly as possible. Okay. We're close to the end of the story. Oh, thank God. Get the fuck out of here. Just a dungeon and a duty. Quest ever. Those I hit really hard. I'm just gonna kill you because I know you're gonna get in my way. Alright, one more. Looking that way. Not too bad. Awesome. Then one. Finally. Get the fuck out of here. How's it going, Thankray? I found my fair share of rocks. Hopefully the Linoan among them. There you are. Find anything promising? Yeah, take these fucking rocks. I'm gonna sip my tea. Between the two of you, I'd say you got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's gonna take time for me to sift through all these. Oh, fair enough.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia.
I don't remember much about Arminfilia, except she never used the knife I material improved for her.
But prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner.
Was she?
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade.
Nice.
I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her.
That is a cat. Hello, cat.
Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
Can't imagine she thought too highly of you back then. Not your finest hour, to say the least.
Not too highly, no. She once called me a wine-sodden wharf rat, which wouldn't have been half as galling had it not been so accurate. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this.
Oh yeah, there's no way I could have done that accent. Not without insulting everybody from Scotland.
Tell me it's Leonine.
I'm not pronouncing that.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky.
Yeah.
It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
Okay. What you got there for me, buddy?
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
An engraving, you'll say?
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schooling.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife.
Oh god, narrative. Come on.
She found it. She really found it.
Okay.
She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
What indeed? Okay. And Cat, stop. Okay, goodbye, cat. That's a stretch, right? What are the odds? What are the odds that we find the one piece for Magnus from his wife? I mean, there's a lot of things that happen in this game that I'm like, you know what? All right, I'll allow it. But that just seems a bit much. It makes me feel like Amarang was this rush plot. Have a heart, Gaston. You're still reeling from your miraculous find. I wouldn't believe it had I not seen it myself. Before you said it in the Talos, you take it to Magnus. For the 3 long years he's believed she died for nothing. She must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. I'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Gaston, for all your help. Yeah, this feels like a speedrun redemption arc for Thancred being an asshole. And by extension, Magnus, who we just met not 5 minutes ago, technically. Alright then, let's not keep everyone waiting. I can just teleport to Twine, that's fine. There you go, Magnus. I don't think it's gonna help, but here you go. Oh, it's you. If you come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. Told you before, it won't run, and you won't listen. Oh, but it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus. Magna. Boy, my hand looks good. No. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. Okay. This is going better. Be certain it would delay our plans much. So I said take it. It was you who found it. You who needs it. Looking at the stone, all I see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the tower stows to life. I'm sure she'd want to see it. What is this, hot stone? We're just passing it off? She did the honors of delivering this to Urianger. Yeah, sure. Alright, oh great and wise sorcerer. We have the stones for this expedition. Thou art to return it, and with the Lonoin, it would seem. As promised, the talent hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no smart part to Jakar, Tef, and Minifidea. At last, we shall return time to the timeless, this sentinel of stone that we may press on towards Nabatharay. T-Sip. Very good. Now let us begin. Well, Let's not stand on ceremony, Urianger.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
Lovely.
All right then. Whenever you're ready.
Hello there.
It's working! It's working! Magnus!
And they're having fun with camera pans this expansion.
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble?
Hey, that's a Monroe. Merlot, whatever. Fuck.
This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't. I can't.
Hey, Miniphilia, come back. That can't be good. They did improve a lot over the years, this is true.
What troubleth thee, child?
Time for Papa Urianger.
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone.
Yeah, he is a solid uncle.
Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
Head pats for Miniphilia.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets. For the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well.
Go talk to her, Thancred.
Not today.
Then when, motherfucker? Honestly, we're getting closer to our goal. When the fuck are you ever gonna get a chance? Dear God. I'm about to murder Thancred here and now. We can bury him in the desert. Minfilia can watch. Or the Exarch can watch. Even better. All we need is Emmett's self, and we have a great funeral procession. Perfect.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our heroes' present endeavors.
They all sound like bored,
That
tardy
insufferable
ants.
abundance of light in Armoren. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing?
Cocaine. Most likely.
The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir.
God, I can't help but love you, Emmett Selk.
Always so guarded in our every interaction.
This is
Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for his energies. And I'm not in the habit of pointing him at my enemies like a weapon.
I mean, that's kind of why you brought me here. I'm a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of him, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you? The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of his mortal flesh, not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of sacrifices yet unmade. The parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Are they about to fight?
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
Nice little tidbit between the Exarch and Emmett Silk. Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had private matters to discuss. Which bringeth me to the question, how dost thou find Thancred during your search? He spoke of Minfilia of his own accord. I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. Mine intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. A regret I myself know all too well. Alas, the end, he refused to heed my counsel. A time will come when we must face the reality of the circumstances, and I have faith that all will be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and the Batharang awaited. Hey, can I get new gloves and, like, shoes, though? No? What's up, Miniphilia? I'm fine. Really, it's just been a long day. Head pats! It'll be fine. You're doing your best, Miniphilia. Given the circumstances, better than anybody else. Oh god, here we go. Full steam ahead! Magnus is grinning from ear to ear. It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. Would that Agnia was here to see it, and our son. I was ready to let her dream die down there in the mines. Even after you'd found the Lenoin, I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos, for both their sakes. On behalf of my family and all the miners at Twine, I thank you. Well, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get you lot to Nabatharang, eh? Everything seems in order. I take it the Talos' presence resolves the issue with the gate. Oh, that, yes. It's designed to open at the Talos' approach. Then we can finally get to Nabatharang. You certainly can. All that remains is to find a check of the control box over at the mines. Hear that, boys? Get the Talos over to the mines and keep a close eye it doesn't run on it around the curves, understood? There we go. Yes, sir. So we're heading over back to the mines where this all started, more or less. Let us repair to the mines then. Before we go, while you were away with Indolent, I prepared an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one, it's the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what to do. But I wanted you to have it. Good luck. Minfilia, we should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. What, did they book their asses to the mines as fast as possible? That was a minute. How'd they get there so fucking fast? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my, you guys be better to look at the clock. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm just gonna call it now. It did not. That conversation did not take 8 minutes. Fuck off, Coyote! Fuck off, no. Fuck off, other Coyote. Luckily, Taff and Jarek didn't spend the last few years trying to drink themselves to death, and had the good sense to maintain this stuff. I'll have to thank them later. You goddamn right, dude. Ever since we got the towers moving again, Jarek has been acting strangely. Perhaps strange isn't the right word. More overexcited. But as long as he gets the job done, I suppose I can't complain. Is it not the most beautiful sight you've ever seen? Oh, if only I could capture this moment in a painting, or even a pencil sketch. Hey, you seem pretty good at everything. You wouldn't happen to be an artist too, would you? No, that'd be Alf now. All appeared ready for the grand departure, but one task yet remaining. The death of that fucking coyote. There we go, that task is done. Now what the Orion said. I know what you're thinking, and I will talk to her when the time is right. But dude, we're heading straight for our goal. The time is now right. So this is it. We're really going to Nabatha Rang. I thought long and hard about what to say to her, to the real Minfilia. Hope when the time came I would know, but with every step we take I feel more uncertain. There's no reason to give up though, not when so much is at stake. Thank you, all of you, for helping me get here. Now let's not keep Magnus waiting. Motherfucker, went for a tussle. There you are. So what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit. The deadliest stoneworks has always favored a simple, intuitive design. That philosophy has served us well enough. Much of the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for Talos to navigate them as needed. And plotting a route is so simple, even we can do it, which makes for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? Alright then, watch your step. If he was still drunk, I'm pretty sure he'd say, then get the fuck on the trolley and fuck off. Are you ready? Ariange.
Ariange?
You know, he's the only other healer. That means someone's gonna get really injured, and he's not gonna be there to heal someone. This should be good.
Thou must needs carry on without me. The path to Nabatha Rang lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabatha Rang, after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Ariange. Thank you for everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble.
You just had to say something, dude. Now we're gonna take a tumble. The Phytomorans. Some shit.
The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik. Godspeed!
And away we go. Where is it? Where's the other shoe dropping?
That must be the gate.
Yeah. Here we go.
Well, so far so good.
You just had to say something, Thancred. You just had to say something. Yep.
Wait, is that Ranjit?
See, this is why we shut the fuck up when we go places. I just don't care. I just do not fucking care about him. He's here. I don't care how he survived. I just don't. It's gonna be something bullshit, and it's never gonna get explained. That's what's gonna happen.
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell.
Well, lucky for me, I mastered
Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint.
If my eyes could roll any harder.
Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals. You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
How is calling us villains?
No.
Dressed like
I
that?
won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you.
Thancred.
And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
Says the guy who looks like Emperor Palpatine.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets, it's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms.
You tell him.
And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them. Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
I think that's the first blow Thancred ever landed on him.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken.
Yep, here we go.
You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Can't we kill him together?
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry!
Okay. Don't die, Thancred. Or whatever. I don't give a fuck. God, armor ring is just the fucking worst.
Not another step. Your fight is with me. You think yourself a protector? As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me.
You've been a shit dad, Ranjit. With your lightning. I have to say something, Thancred, didn't you? Oh, what's happening now?
Feast of my blood, answer my call.
Does it have to? Can't you just, like, fuck off to the old home? That'd probably be cooler. That'd probably be cooler if I gave any type of fucks about him. Get that stuff. Silly raunchy tricks of a kid. Oh, this should be good.
Not good.
Yeah, you said it. Well, at least I can... Okay, there then.
Quarter!
sense. Gotcha. You remember, Thinker cannot use magics anymore, so the stealth that he uses literally kills him. Yeah, I'd be more interested in this entire conflict if it was anyone other than Ranjit. I just don't care enough.
Would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate.
Yada yada yada.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide ever again.
Okay, bye, suck a dick.
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me. Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion. For which you gave your everything. Without hesitation. Your kindness. Your compassion. Your love. Then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
You know, I just thought of it, but like, you know what would have been a better for that to have happened? Had Thancred up against La Habrea again. Those two have been juxtaposed through most of the story. They are both beings who have lost, I guess, the old world to Hydaelyn, and are trying to bring back something when what they have now isn't exactly what they had back then. But no, it's Ranjit who through this entire story has been bland, uninteresting, and for all intents and purposes, a sentient roadblock. Like, really, we had this huge emotional moment, but I feel like nothing through that entire fight, because it's Ranjit. I want those 5 minutes fighting him back, thanks. And if Thancred ends up dying, I'm going to be pissed. Because that's Ranjit, the least interesting character in this entire game thus far. The first person we had to deal with Ifrit, Ungus. Ungus was interesting. The guy who portrays the serpents, Laurentius, he was interesting. Ranjit is not interesting. He's powerful for the sake of being powerful, to be a roadblock in the story. There's nothing more interesting about him, and that's his only purpose. He's supposed to have this grand connection to Mephilia, but I just don't care. In fact, this whole second half of Amarang has been a series of tedious events that feels like it's speed rushing for something it has not earned. I had more connection with the Light's Breast 5 minutes after arriving in Raktika because we took time to sit down and learn about them and actually see them as people. We attended a funeral, and that's why when Yashola, 15 minutes later or so, sacrifices herself for the good of her people, that had emotional weight. What did we get here? A character that's sort of like Thancred, but not really. Who we just so happen to pull a Deus Ex Machina out of our ass to pull him out of his drunken state so we could get the Talos up and running through a series of random, inconsequential events, and then we get past the gate and have to fight Ranjit. This may be the worst part of the entire expansion. Okay, I'm done ranting. Alright, Miniphilia, let's do this. This place, Indolent, this is where she stopped the flood. Yep. Last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening, to just turn away. But I can't turn away now. Not this time. Thancred and the others, I have to face her. Okay. Like, for the Tsukiyomi fight, I was happy to voice that entire thing. For the Ranjit and Thancred fight, I'm like, well, it's another Ranjit fight. This is happening again. In the event that you leave the area, speak with the apprentice engineer in Twine, in Amarang, to return to the bathroom. Okay. Crossroads! The look in Minfilia's eyes is equal parts trepidation and determination. I can sense her presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall. Wait, that fucking thing is all crystal? I thought that was just flooded light turned to stone. That's crystal? That's fucking awesome! And there's the pinecone again. Yeah. Roar. Oh, hey, an Aethergrind. What say you, Miniphilia? She's here. She was here, on top of this building. Right, on top of that building? Oh, hey! Yeah, there's the pillars and everything. What do you know? Alright. Let's see what we see, Gigi. Swear to God, if Ranjit shows up again, I'm leaving. God, that's the light of the crystal, alright. Never mind. That's less than... Oh God, here we go.
Is this...
Yeah, welcome to the Echo, kid. Get used to it. You're gonna be tripping balls a lot. Huh.
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood!
Give that man a raise. And that guy's just trying to run.
There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
Hey, it's Armenfilia. Those tails still look really ridiculous. Hey, hey! Cool. Oh, this is what Oddbert saw. This is what Oddbert was talking about, rather. Which means that last one is Oddbert.
No! Stand back! We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come.
And there's what we heard when we first entered into the
When
forest.
all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Maybe did her voice change? Did her voice change, or is that just me? At the end there. Oh, that's the light of the crystal, alright. Holy shit.
This place.
Hey, look who it is.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak.
Very looking alright. It's good to see you again.
My dear, sweet child. Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities, and all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same.
She wants to be a hero.
Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
"'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share. Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
That's fine, I can take Alize with me. Yeah. Now that is a good payoff. We know Minfilia. We know and have seen the road Reen is going to win. And now she has orange hair. Okay. Because she isn't a Ren everyone. Ren. Win. Anduin Win. After all. Wake up, sunshine! Earth says hello. Oh, this is the voice. What happened? I remember speaking with Minfilia, and then... Something wrong? She got her own eyes back. Or her eye back. Her eyes aren't that creeping translucent blue. Translucent? Both of them sound rude. Your hair has changed. Let's go with that. I'm on to talk. I've changed like 3 times over the course of this entire story. Pardon, Geth, I think. You think she'd ask you what color you wanted your hair to be, but whatever. Till now, I've walked the path she set before me. The path she set before all the Minfilias. But she's given me a new path, a new life. That I can call my own. Even though she's gone, I can still feel her. Warm and calm and gentle. I can feel the beating heart of the world. The light that swells within it. The Light Wardens. There's one of them in Armorang. Wow, she picked that up quick! Let's hurry back. The others need to know. You think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? You don't think Thancred would be angry with me, do you? Fuck him! It's what Minfilia wanted, and I'm sure he's understand. There's only one way to find out. Let's go with the first one. It stopped streaming? Oh, wow, we are losing a ton. I like to think so too, but... Would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. Why are we losing so many fucking... Alright, well, this might be an awkward time to end stream, but it looks like Twitch is throwing a cow. We are in the red. Holy cow. Yeah, she has Neo eyes. I like that animation. Humdale's just soaking themselves in water. Yeah, but it looks like the stream's in the red for some weird reason, but everything else is looking fine. So if Twitch is throwing a cow, I'm not going to ruin the next dungeon by making it lag like crazy. So after this, or whenever we get to the dungeon, I'm going to call it a stream. That's where I stopped too. This zone is a mental drain. Oh my god. Let's check in with everybody else first, you know? Make this worth it. You're back! We were beginning to worry about you. Shut the fuck up, Alfredo. I'm talking to your sister. Internet, thank the gods you're right. You're goddamn right. Welcome back. I see you fared better than Thancred. Ha! You got his ass kicked. Thou art returned, but where is Minfidia?